Welcome to Shomach Shov on the Daf. She is sponsored Lelu Nishmas Ein Bak Hashem Le'avas Yitzchok. We're holding in Basra Daf and Aleph. And in Mud Aleph, the Mishnah says, "Kol chazaka she'ein imo taino ein chazaka." Chazaka without a claim, there's no chazaka. Says the Pshita. Of course, that's the way. There's no taino. Why should he get anything? So the Gemara says, no, maybe there was a taino over here. Just the one who's holding on to the land. He thinks he's making a mistake. He says, if I'm going to say that I had a shtar and it got lost, so nobody's going to believe me. So I'm just going to say that nobody told me to leave, but really, maybe he does have a taino. Says the Gemara, maybe in this case, we will apply the rule of psach picho le'ilim. Open your mouth to the mute. Help him out to maybe say the taino that he's now not saying. That's the chiddush of the Mishnah, that we don't do that. So in the Yad Ramah, he concludes based on this that we don't say psach picho le'ilim in dini mominus. We're talking about things that have to do with mominus, with monetary judgments. You don't really help somebody. Someone has to come with his own claims. So meaning, according to the Ramah, this Gemara is telling us you don't say psach picho le'ilim in dini mominus. But it's not so pashut, at least according to other Rishonim. The Rambam in Perek Halef Hilchos Sanhedrin, he brings two halachas. On one hand, he says the Dayan should not help the Baal Din. If the Baal Din doesn't know what to say, the Dayan doesn't help him. And he brings an example. He says, let's say one Baal Din brings 1/8. The halacha is 1/8 is not good enough. Don't tell him 1/8 is not good enough. Tell the other Baal Din, hey, what are you going to say now that 8 came? Will you retract or are you still standing with your taino? And if he says on his own, Eid Echot is not Ne'emun, you have to have 2 Eidim, so then you accept it. But the Dayan should not say it on his behalf. Immediately after, says the Rambam, but if the Dayan sees that someone is trying to say a tainas emes, he's getting confused. He's not able to explain himself well enough. You can help him. So the Ram seems to say that sometimes the Dayan does help the Baal Din. What's the difference between the two points that the Rambam brings? So he explains the Kesef Mishnah, and then he explains again the Bishesef on the Torah. Because the Torah argues in the Rambam. And the Torah says, no, the guy doesn't have to say so much on his own. Says the Kesef Mishnah, the Bishesef Kara, says in both of his Svarim, explains, what's the machlokes of the Rambam and the Torah? The Rambam holds if the Baal Din knows what to say, but he's not saying it so clearly, you can help him out. Don't help him with a new taina he did not say. The Torah holds on the hand, no. Even if a person does not know what to say, you can provide him that information. And they're based on Yerushalmi, how to understand the Yerushalmi. In the Shulchan Aruch, he brings the sheet of the Rambam, the way the Rambam says it, and the Vilna Gaon points to our Gemara. The Gemara here in Basra Daf and Aleph. Seemingly, what the Vilna Gaon is saying, that our Gemara is a source that you don't do psach picha le'ilim. So the Rambam understands, if you have a Yerushalmi and says you do, it means if the person knows what to say, he just doesn't say it clear enough, you can help him out. But you cannot give him a taino that he doesn't know. But the Pnei Yeshua, in his Tshuva Sefer, Chelek Beis Siman Peizayin, has a richus gedolah mehoid on this Rambam. And he concludes not like the Bishesef. Says the Rambam agrees that psach pich le'ilim means you're helping somebody else with a taina even though he does not have the taina. What the Rambam means with Eid Echot means not that you're not going to tell the person Eid Echot is not Ne'emun, but you want to see if he's going to retract. You're going to bring another piece of information. You tell the person, listen, there's 1 8 over here. Do you want to change your mind or not? If he says, no, I don't want to change my mind, so now you can tell him, you should know, by the way, Eid Echot doesn't work. And says the Pnei Yeshua, he brings our Gemara. He says the only reason in our Gemara we don't say psach picha le'ilim is because he did not say the taina at all. He said, nobody told me a thing. He didn't even show that he has something to base on. So we're not going to come and try to help him out. But a person who's saying a good taina, he just doesn't know, for example, the 1/8 is not Ne'emun, of course the Dayan should help him. Of course you say psach picha le'ilim, as we find many times throughout Shas. So the B'nai Yeshua is telling us that we learn from the Rambam that of course a Dayan should help the Nidoim, Psach, Pich, Le'ilim, help the mute. He doesn't know, you give him the taino. But he has to be at least, and that's close enough with his tainus to come and help him out. And the Sefer Hasidim, he adds, that if the Dayan feels there's something here which is a lie, There's two Baal Dinim. One is a liar, and one is someone who does derve emes, and he's very simple Jew. He doesn't try to find any shtick. He's coming to Baal Din, doesn't know what to say. There, the Dayan has to help him out. So it comes out from the Rambam, based on the Pri Yeshua, and the Sefer Hasidim, that Havada there is Psach Picha Le'ilim. And only by us in our Gemara, we'll have to create a new Taina that was never said. Then you don't say Psach Picha Le'ilim, not like the Yad Ramah that learns that you do not help somebody in Dinei Mominus at all. Anyone who wants to join the Shomach Shava email list to Hotzegroup, please email shomachshava@gmail.com.